Today I'm testing out the as seen on TV rice robot. This can supposedly make rice with a touch of one button and keep warm for several hours. So today I'm going to find out if it works and if it's actually a robot or not. I don't think so. But let's see how it works in today's video, starting with the unboxing. Let's take a look at the rice robot here. I paid 40 bucks for this on Amazon, where it's currently an Amazon's choice. All right, we have the unit itself, which is pretty small, by the way. And we have this interesting textured spoon here. It's like some instructions, some arbitration agreement that nobody looks at. And we actually have a pretty sizable recipe guide here. All right, so the claims that it can cook rice perfectly without over or undercooking it, automatically shuts off when done. It includes 2 measuring cups, which must be inside here. There's more inside here. There are 2 measuring cups and a power cord. A couple other things in here as well. So there they are, 2 measuring cups for perfect portions. Easy to clean, non-stick surface. They say it's safe for metal utensils and dishwasher safe. Can be used for more than just rice. Now the initial reviews are pretty good, but let's wash this off, read the instructions, and then get started. All right, so I've washed it off, read over the instructions, and here are a few more observations. To open it up, you press this button. Inside is an inner pot here. Inside the inner pot are measuring indications. There's a closer look inside at the heating plate. Something else I noticed is that their cup to measure the rice has some indicators on the side. And it almost implies this is 1 full cup. This is not a cup. Look, that is not, compared to an actual cup, it is not 1 cup. I measured out, it's about a half a cup. So when you use 3 of these for the recipe, it's actually 1.5 cups of rice. For my first recipe, I'm using their basic white rice recipe. 3 rice robot cups of white rice, 3 cups of water, and that's these cups, not actual cups. Salt, olive oil, and we're ready to go. I've just rinsed off my rice, so let's bring it over, add it, and let's get started. Cup number 1, cup number 2, cup number 3, cup number 1 of water, cup number 2, cup number 3. Salt and oil. After adding all the ingredients, you stir it up. Close the lid. I should probably plug this in. Suppose you press the on button. All right, it's on cook. Stopwatch is ready to go. We'll see how long this takes. Supposedly after the rice is done, it's gonna switch over to the warm side and just keep it warm. But nowhere in here does it really say how long to expect to take this, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'll keep an eye on this and let you know when it switches over to warm. So I'll check back a little bit and let you know what happened. All right, so it just switched from cooked to warm, which means it's done. It took almost 29 minutes to do this, but now what I'm supposed to do is unplug it to turn it off. And their instructions to you say, after it's done, unplug the appliance and let it cool down slightly. Define slightly. I don't know what slightly means, but they do say you need to have pot holders open up because some steam's gonna come there and torch your arms if you don't. So I'll let this sit for a couple of minutes, and then I guess I'll open it up and see what happens. If you don't unplug it, it's gonna stay on warm, but they say not to have it on from warm more than 3 hours. Also, when you plug it in, it goes automatically to warm. There's no on-off switch. Either you plug it in and it's on, or you unplug it and it's off. Something else I found interesting is they said you have to let the inner pot cool completely before removing it from the unit, which is kind of weird because you think you want to take it out of there and serve it, but you have to scoop it out with their included spoon. But once again, I don't know what slightly is. Is slightly 2 minutes, 10 minutes? I don't know. They didn't define that. They also didn't define how long it takes, but now I know it takes about a half an hour to make. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. I guess that's slightly. I don't know what slightly means. Let's try it out now. Pushing the button. I mean, first impression looks pretty good. Let's stir this up a little bit. All right, well, that's weird you can't take this inner pot out. I find that very strange. Let's get some of this out of here and take a closer look. So that's what we've got. What do you guys think? Looking good? Let me see how this is texture-wise. Now, obviously, there's nothing on here. It's going to be a bit bland, but let's see how the texture is. That's the most important part. Good. That's perfect. That came out absolutely perfect. It's very good. My first impression is there's a few quirks about this, but the final product is quite nice. So we got more to test out, but my first impression, so far, so good. All right, so the first round went pretty well. Let's try round number 2 with some brown rice. Looking over the instructions here, now I'm supposed to put 3 of their cups of rice, 4 of water, salt, oil, and pepper. Let's do that now. Freshly rinsed brown rice. Cup number 1, cup number 2, cup number 3. Now 4 cups of water, Salt and oil once again. A little bit of black pepper. Stir it up. Close it up. The warm light is on. We are off and running. Stopwatch is going, and we'll see how long this takes. The last one took just under half an hour. We shall see. All right, finally finished at the 1 hour and 3 minute mark. I unplugged it, let it cool off. Let's check it out now. Oh, some water just came out of the side. That's not good. Not only did some water come out of there, it went right by the plug. That good thing is unplugged from the wall. Right, Bailey? Let's see what we got here. It looks done. It looks done. Let's scoop some of this out of here. And here's what we got. What do you guys think? I know what she thinks. What do you think, Bailey? Now for the most important part, let's see. All right, so it came out really nice. It took a long time, but it came out really nice. So far, I would say it's 2-0 on the test I've done. But what I'm gonna do next is let this cool off. I'm gonna put that inner pot in the dishwasher because supposedly it's dishwasher safe and see how that comes out. And then tomorrow I'll do a few more tests. All right, so day number 2, let's keep going. Now I ran the inner pot in the dishwasher and it looks no worse for wear, so that's a good thing. Now in their instructions, they do have a recipe for jasmine rice. Let's try that next. 3 of their cups of jasmine rice. 1, 2, 3. 3 of their cups of water. Stir it up. Close the lid. Push the cook button down. Stopwatch is going. We'll see how long this takes and how it turns out. All right, the rice cooker stopped just under 24 minutes. I let it cool down a little bit, so let's check it out. And, oh, it looks done. Let's see. This is what we got here. Looks pretty good. And of course, the most important test. This came out perfect. So far the rice robot is 3-0. I'm just kind of curious here. After letting this sit for a few minutes, how warm is this getting? Oh, that's 200 degrees. And that's after letting it sit for about 5 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna let it cool down, wash it off, and then start the next round, which might be a little weird and also a little bit interesting. Let's check that out. All right, so at this point, the rice robot's performing as expected. So I'm gonna try something fun now, not a test to be taken too seriously. You might sometimes hear older people say, they don't make them like they used to. That could be a good thing in some cases. But let's see if that's the case in this not so serious comparison. I've got the rice robot here, 2024 as seen on TV. Let's move it over just a little bit. And I brought in this beat up 33-year-old rice cooker right here by Black & Decker. This is from 1991. It looks beat up, but it still works. And I think the rice robot's gonna be faster right out the gate because this one takes about 40 minutes for a cup and a half. But let's see what the final result is when it's all done. So let's do that next. Rice robot, 2, 3. Beat up 1991 rice cooker. 1, 2, 3. Rice robot, 3 of these cups. Oil and salt. Now this old Black & Decker requires more water, 2 cups. So I think we are ready to plug these in and see what happens. I have no idea what to expect. I know they both worked, but let's see how they turn out in the end. Rice robot, going on. We're going up to 40 minutes on this one because that's what it says in the instructions. So I'll come back probably in about 30 minutes to the rice robot, 40 minutes to Black & Decker and see what happens. So this is not really a serious test. I'm just kind of curious. I'll come back in a little while and let you know how it went. Just under 29 minutes, the rice robot has finished. I just unplugged that. The 33-year-old Black & Decker is still going, but it still has about 10 minutes left in its timer. So let's see how it goes when its timer goes off in 10 minutes. Aha, we are done. Let's let the Black & Decker cool off just a little bit. First, take a look at the rice robot, which has been cooling off for maybe about 10 minutes now. Rice robot looking pretty good as usual. 33-year-old Black & Decker. Let's take a closer look here. Looking pretty good so far here. Not too bad really. Let's take a closer look. We've got the Black & Decker on the left, the rice robot on the right. I'm not seeing much difference between them visually. Let's take a taste and see what we got here. Black & Decker first. Nicely cooked. Not bad for 33 years old. Now for the new guy, the rice robot. Maybe even a little bit better. It's better. Black & Decker is good. Rice Robot, a little bit better. Now, the only other thing I really have to do is try something that's not rice, because they say you can use it for other things. I'm gonna peruse their recipe guide and make something that's not rice and see how that turns out. That's next. I've cleaned it off, and now it's time for the final test, which is a recipe in the back of the book, and that's mac and cheese. All right, step 1, 2 of their cups of macaroni noodles. 1, 2. Now 2 of their cups of water. A little bit of salt. Stir it up. Close the lid. Hitting cook. Now, I don't think it's going to turn off when it's ready. I think you have to supposed to keep checking it. They say when it's al dente, then we add the rest of the ingredients. So I'll keep an eye on it, and then we'll add them then. All right, the 14-minute mark, I just checked on it, and they were almost ready to go. But I'm seeing something I haven't seen before. We've got bubbles coming out of the top here. I don't know if that's good or not, if that's normal or what, but there are bubbles. Oh, water's dripping down the back next to the plug. That's not good. All right, these are al dente. Let's add the rest. 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. 1/4 cup of sour cream. 2 tablespoons of butter. Now we're supposed to switch this over to the warm setting and let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then it should be good to go. We shall see about that. I'm a little bit skeptical, and I'm also not sure why stuff is coming out of there. I'll have to look at the instructions and see if that's normal or not. But hopefully in 5 minutes I have some delicious mac and cheese. We shall see. Okay, so I ended up making this recipe 2 times because the first time around it was a little bit watery. The final result tasted pretty good, but it was just too much liquid in there for me. After repeating it using less water and a longer cook time, I actually think it came out quite nice. So I think if you use this for non-rice recipes, you might have to have a little bit of trial and error before you get it right. But with that, I think it's time to wrap this thing up. All right, so in the end, I would say the Rice Robot is actually a pretty good rice cooker, although it does have a couple of issues. The dripping down in the back right next to the cord, to me, that's kind of a concerning issue, although it didn't cause any problems for me. Also, their definition of a cup, this is a cup, this is a cup, and neither one of them is actually a cup. It seems like they should use a standardized measurement for these. They call this a Rice Robot cup and this a Rice Robot water cup, and neither one of those are standardized for what a real cup is. But overall, it seems to be a foolproof way to make rice. The white, the brown, the jasmine all turned out well. For other uses, it might take some trial and error, but I would say overall, the Rice Robot does deliver on its As Seen on TV promises. But I would say perhaps surprisingly to no one, the Rice Robot is not actually a robot. But I'm gonna keep using it, and I will let you know if anything changes down the road. If you've used the Rice Robot or something like it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.